So, 2020. Who would have thought we'd get here? Right? I'm making this video because 2019 was a pretty good year for me and I don't ever want to forget it, so here we go. My 2019 started in a pretty intense way. I started planning a few months back my trip to Europe, and during January was when I finally bought my tickets to go there. So it was like, oh shit, this is real. Going to Europe was basically the first time I ever traveled first without my parents, and that I ever left the continent in itself, which was like completely, just so totally mind-blowing to me. February. Well, February basically was the month where I realized I had no money to go to Europe. So even after buying my plane ticket, I had to get money for expenses, for my Airbnbs, my plane tickets inside Europe, my museum visits, and all of that. So I started looking for sponsorships for my trip through a local organization, and I actually did get some small local businesses to support me, which was super awesome. February was also the month when I started my first internship, and it was pretty cool because it was like my first internship. It was a paid internship, and it made me feel like a little bit more of an adult. And also, as well as finding sponsorships, we would sell cookies and brownies and every single thing we could think of at school just to get the funds for our trip. March was actually a very cool month because it was a month when I got this little baby. I adopted my dog. She was a month and a half old, and she was the cutest little thing that you had ever seen in your entire life. And when I met her, I instantly fell in love, and I'm still in love with her still. April. April was basically more work, more school, more band rehearsals, and more funding. But best believe that it was all working towards something bigger, so I can't really say it wasn't something important in my year. So, May. May was the 21st anniversary of Orquestra Contratiempo, which is a band, school band that I'm in. Basically, we're a big band. That's what I think the type of band that it is. So basically it has been running for 21 years. Wow. And it had the same director for all those 21 years. And that 21 anniversary was basically him just, leaving the band. And it was a very emotional moment. I had been in this band for 2 to 3 years, and basically the moment I arrived, I was instantly adopted into the group, and I felt so like I fit in place so greatly, and it's just an amazing place, and it's a place where I set myself loose. I let myself be more free. So June was a good one. I finished my semester, 6th semester in engineering, let me say. June 26th, I drove over with some friends to LAX. June 27th at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. I got on board a plane that would take me to Miami, and June 28th, I arrived at Barcelona at 10 in the morning. Not really that jet lagged, but still totally and completely excited because I was there with friends, with people that were close and very dear to me, and I was just so excited to start a new adventure. And at the last day of June, I left to Alcalá de Henares and started a completely new adventure. July, I was already in Alcalá de Henares, and I was getting ready to start my course in the University of Alcalá de Henares, a 3-week, very intense, very dense, like concept-based, very, very, very intense course in the sources of renewable energies. It was very hard, a very hard course, but we managed, so that's a good thing. And also, July was the month of adventures. I went to Germany. I visited the cities of Dortmund and Cologne. Fell in love. I went to Madrid. I went to Toledo. I went to Italy, visited Rome, Cinque Terre, Pisa, and Florence, and then went back to Barcelona and took a flight back home. August! August, I was already back in America. I turned 21 and I signed up for my 7th semester classes, only to later in the month have to take a break from school for that semester because I was migrating to the US and I had to stay in the country until I received a visa, and I couldn't cross the border until then. I realized I wasn't going to graduate with my classmates. I was going to be held back a semester at least. Basically, I felt like my future was on pause because I had no idea when I was going to be able to come back here for school, and the uncertainty was torturous at best. September was pretty uneventful until the very last days when I decided to make a YouTube channel. And I uploaded my 2 first YouTube videos to my channel, and well, here we are now. Multiple weeks later from my last upload, but still going. We're surviving, people. But yeah, September was a pretty good month because I realized that I was the only person that could take me out of my slump, and I was the only person that could do something about it, so I decided to actually do, and well, I'm still doing, we're still going, let's keep walking. October was pretty fun. During October, I went to Legoland with my brother, so it was like a really, really cool bonding moment. I have a brother who's 11 years old, and he was scared of roller coasters until then, and now I don't think he's as scared, at least. I mean, what can I say? Legoland is not that intense, but we shared a really cool moment together. We had some good fun, and I enjoyed it, so it was pretty cool. Also, my mom took me to Disneyland, which was... I haven't gone to Disneyland in like 2 or 3 years, and I was so excited to go. I missed it so much, and I mean, it was a great moment. I had a lot of fun. What did I do during November? That month is lost to me. I think it was just Thanksgiving with the family. Visits from my boyfriend. He tried to visit me as much as possible since he lives in Mexicali and I was living in San Diego with my family. I got my car back, I think, and had just come out of the shop. We were driving from Calexico to San Diego. It's like a 2-hour drive. And at the immigration checkpoint, my car turns off by itself and it won't turn back on. So that was stressful. But we managed to fix it, and well, not me, my boyfriend fixed it, and the officers there also were really, really sweet and really kind to us. So yeah, I think that was my November. Now we have narrowed it down to December. The last month of the year. December was my 2nd year anniversary with my boyfriend. We've been dating for 2 years, so that's pretty awesome. December was also him visiting for New Year's, spending Christmas with my family, and on December 26th, I got my working visa. And that meant I was gonna be able to come back to my college town and continue my studies, because if you haven't noticed, I am a nerd and I like going to school because I am just weird like that, but it's okay. And that's the main reason why we have this change of scenery back here, why I'm having sun hitting me in my face, because I only have one window in my room. But still, we're making it work, and I'm really, really happy.
happy because even though I may be sent back a semester, if not a year, it means that my future is not on a standstill and I can finally at least try to take it into my own hands. So there's something to be hopeful for. Graduation 2020, maybe 2021. I'll let you know when I know. And that was my 2019. Oh my god, no. Let me just say 2019 was way better than I expected, but we made it through, we survived, and now we are in 2020. So there's a lot of things to be hopeful for, and there's a lot of things to look up to. Also, I wanted to share with you guys my goals for this year. It's basically based on myself, my surroundings, my relationships, and my hobbies. When it comes to myself, I want to take time to get to know myself. I'm always changing, or so I think. Another goal would be to speak my mind. I have a habit of staying quiet, even when something bothers me, and I think that on the long run that just creates built-up tension that I really don't want. So I think that also fits in like relationships, but it's more for like my own health. But yeah, for me and my relationships to say what I mean and mean what I say, basically. Okay, well, when it comes to my relationships, I want to make sure that my friends are truly my friends and not to waste time with people that are only there because of interest, or not to be with someone only because of my own interests. When it comes to my lifestyle, I want to be as conscious as I can when it comes to what I buy, what I eat, and what I do, mostly environmentally wise, because the time is now. We need to start acting, we need to start doing, and just not involve myself in very wasteful activities, both my time, my money, and the environment. So that's like a triple win. And also to keep my space tidy and clean. I have noticed that if I leave like the tornado that my life is take over, I become very stressed. And I think that taking 5 minutes each day to tidy things up might really help me keep my mind settled and in check. Okay, so hobbies. Hobbies was the last area. I want to do things that make me happy. I want to retake playing the guitar, which I never really learned, but I want to try. And I want to give time to things that matter to me, not necessarily things that will give me an income or things that will give me a career out of it, but just things that I enjoy. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a good old thumbs up. I'll be trying to upload weekly, if not twice a week, but let's not get too hasty with that. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to click the subscribe button down below, and if you want to get notified and want to know and be the first person to see my videos, make sure to click the notification bell as well. I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!